Never fear, Cinders is here. And we're back with another episode of Dragonball Z Retro Gaming. We're on the third episode of Evil Freeza, as we're calling it, as the game called it in this Japanese translation. So far we have traveled all this distance, past the fake Namek, past those warriors who thought we might be Frieza's men, leaving from Earth. And we have not quite that much distance to go to get to Namek. I will travel a little bit faster probably this time around, not worrying quite so much about how many times I pick up Frieza's men fights and such. But obviously I can always get them stronger. But I've got them back in balance. Chaozu's at 38. Tien's at 115, or at, yeah, 4950, he's 300 more than Krillin, and Krillin is 650 more than Yamcha. So right now that's not a bad separation. I'll probably let them get a little bit more distant from each other later, but it'll be a while later before we do that. But at this point, they should all be over 5,000 by the time I get to Namek, and that'll be good enough for me. As we know, if you know from the show, you know, even after getting his power up, Krillin's only supposed to be about 10, 12,000, something like that, after his power up from Guru. But, yeah, that's not quite how the timing's going to work when it gets to Guru here. We ought to be 10,000 when we get to Guru, at least, and that from there on our health, our stats start to go up fairly quickly, hopefully. But we do want to be at least 5,000 when we get to Namek. If you're more than that, that makes it all the easier, but you want to at least be that much. Because honestly, unless you want to let the enemies get all the Dragon Balls, while you simply try and get stronger. I've never actually let them. I don't think I've ever actually let them have them all. I've always made sure I've gotten at least one of them. But most of the time I try to get them all. I try to get them all before we get to that point, which means you're not really training a whole lot during the next few maps, you're more interested in, well, at least the maps with Gohan in them, you're more interested in getting to the Dragon Balls than you are anything else. And, you know, we've been fighting the same guys, the Lone Rays, the raw berries, the Nanubs, the Nabana, whatever. But at some point we will upgrade to stronger versions of these villains with new names. We've seen the upgrade of Lone Ray goes to Carbos or Karabos, whatever it was. And so they'll get stronger. Like I said, we never actually get to see what their actual strengths are. You can't do that in this one the same way. Which I kind of miss. No, I don't want to get hit by Vegeta. Yeah, let's do that. Fine. That'll be good to fight with. We don't get a training. Good, we'll fight. Just the two of them, huh? Well, they are the stronger two, I think. Although the other one may have more health. What do I got for items here? I'm using up anyway now. Let's go ahead and waste one of these. That'll be fine. Gohan, use one. Tien Shinhan, use the other, and that's not gonna. The rest of it's not gonna matter too much. Have to excuse the cough. I've honestly been sick for a week now. It's part of why I haven't done any more of these. Like, I didn't start this series straight after finishing the first one. I took some time and didn't go straight from one to the other. Although, obviously, they'll upload straight one after the other. I didn't go straight in recording them. I took some time between them. Although I did make one or two other videos during that time. It may not have necessarily seemed I was real bad off. I didn't make anything during the days I was really, really bad off. And I'm rambling. Not too bad. Chaozu, not too bad. He's getting there. I'm trying to let Gohan get to where he's low health so I can do that Zenkai thing like I told you about in the previous episode. I'm hoping to pull that off, but you know, whether I will or not is another matter. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, base energy we can do. And there we can see Namek coming close to view. plan is at least to get to Namek. I know 3 episodes just getting to Namek seems like a long time, but this is meant to be a somewhat longer board here. And you want to have the time and the distance to get some strength to these guys. I mean, you do want that. And so it just kind of seems a bit sluggish doing it in a Let's Play. The modern Let's Play doesn't fit these retro games. That's why I don't call these real Let's Plays. I call them retro gaming. And I make jumps in the board, but I want you to be able to see the full board. I know, like with this one, I was able to just trace the board for you, but you know, the idea is to play through at least a good portion of the board for you, so you can see what's going on. Of course, once we get through the first board on Namek, we will start weaving through an alternation of story between Goku and them, and then one board with Piccolo toward the end as they're about to make the wish for Piccolo. I mean, and I broke up traveling through this board into 3 episodes, and they'll break up Goku's traveling the board, and it's not quite the same board we traveled. He actually takes a different route for some reason, but he'll take a different route, and it'll take him 3 or 4 trips to make it through the board as well. But they purposely break it up that way because they gave him training points with the 10 times gravity, does it go 10, 20, 50, 100? It's something like that. And so you will make several stops with Goku along the way and then transition back to Namek, back to Goku's traveling and leveling up, back to Namek with each board that we pass through and complete. And we're almost there. There you go, Krillin. Knock them flat on their rear ends. Chi-Chi card. Got quite a few sensu beans. Wow. Yeah, let's go ahead. I haven't been using it like this, but let's use it this way this time. Have I got everyone over? Not quite yet. And if Chaozu comes up short, that's fine. But this should put everyone else over. It should actually have Chaozu 100 short. Now I can make one more battle if I want to before we get to Namek. Okay, finish him off, Gohan. Wow. I finished the Ben off. And Lone May off. And the second Rob Berry off. Not bad. Yamcha for the finish. See, everyone, there you go. Yamcha's done something. He's not as pathetic as some of you want to think. Okay, we'll go there, and the next move we will land on Namek. Alright. That's gotta get exciting, right? There we go, these two didn't run. Yeah, let's do a Yamcha with this one, Tien with that one, and Chaozu will hit everybody. That's assuming Gohan doesn't wipe everybody out, right? There we go. And that puts Chaozu exactly at 5,000. Yamcha's at 61. Yeah. That works pretty good. So let's go ahead. We'll land on Namek and we'll call this a video. This has been Dragon Ball Z Retro Gaming. I have been Super Saiyan 7 Cinders. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And we will see you later with another episode of Dragon Ball Z Retro Gaming.